Welcome back to a Save It for Parts tech review. Today we're taking a look at these SIM cards from EIOTclub. Now, I've reviewed some EIOTclub products in the past. I'm using one of these in a off-grid wireless security camera out at Sandland, and these are pretty decent little SIM cards. They keep on working. The SIM card plans are very easy to refill, and I have had no issues with these things. Now, that being said, I don't have a whole lot of Internet of Things devices kicking around. As an American, I don't really see much of these SIM cards out in the wild. My phone just comes with a phone plan, and I'm only sort of dimly aware that there's a SIM card inside of it or that I could put other SIM cards in there. I know they're much more common in other parts of the world. So when EIOTclub sent me some of these business-grade SIM cards, I told them, I don't really know what to do with these things. I don't have anything these will fit in. I don't really have a practical use for them. And they said, that's all right. We'll send you a 4G wireless router that uses the cell phone network, and you can use those SIM cards in it. So let's take a look at this thing. So this is a Pulley brand GL XE300 US. It uses the OpenWRT firmware, which I've heard of as a very popular replacement for certain wireless networking routers. It's kind of interesting that it's gotten popular enough that it's actually on commercial products now. So that's kind of a slick little gadget. We've got some network ports here. Yeah, we have a SIM card slot and a TF or SD card slot. So this thing also comes with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery built into it. So you can use it off grid, you can use it during a power failure, you can use it on the road. It's basically one of those internet hotspots that you'd get from your cell phone provider, but designed more for industrial or business use. And these SIM cards that I got from EIOTclub are also designed specifically for business. This is their BizGlobeLink product. And this is designed mainly for international business travel. So it's supposed to work on all or most international 4G cell phone providers. It's a data-only connection, so you don't get voice calls, but nobody really uses voice phone calls anymore. So when you're on the go, when you're on a business trip, when you're overseas somewhere, you want to be able to just plug in your laptop, plug in your devices, and have an internet connection. And that's what this is intended to do. You don't have to hunt around for local Wi-Fi. You don't have to go into a sketchy convenience store and buy a questionable SIM card. This GLNet router device is also designed for business because it comes with a built-in firewall. It supports OpenVPN and WireGuard, as well as customized DNS server. I wasn't 100% sure what I would use this for, but I went on their website and they have a bunch of interesting use cases like connecting medical devices, putting into vending machines to know when your stock is low, putting them onto network point-of-sale terminals, hooking up to home devices like a smart speaker or a wireless doorbell. You can use it on an RV or a boat. You could use it on a bus for a local hotspot. Apparently people use these in business meetings. They use them for secure corporate networks at hotels. All kinds of interesting potential uses for this setup. Now, personally, I don't have a business that needs any of that stuff, but I am going to be doing a project at a remote property soon. Out at Sandland, we are starting to assemble our geodesic space dome that we got from Canada last year, and we don't have reliable internet out there. There's only one or two cell phone companies that really cover the property, and they can be patchy. But I've had really good luck out there with EIOTclub SIM cards before, so I'm going to bring this little GLNet router and the EIOT SIM cards out to Sandland. It's pretty easy to get started with this. We just pop out the SIM card, go on to EIOTclub's website. You can use the URL or scan the QR code on the packaging. We check the ICCID, that magic number on the card, enter that, and if we already have some data, we're set to go. We can enter our credit card number and top that up. Then we pop the SIM card into the router, turn it on, look up the Wi-Fi information on the bottom, connect to the router over Wi-Fi, and we're ready to start configuring our devices. All right, well that was super easy to set up and configure, and we're up and running already. So we can set up all kinds of Wi-Fi details. This is kind of neat. We can actually get cellular network statistics. This is another neat thing it can do. It looks like you can forward text messages, so you can send a text to this router and it will forward it on. So we've used 21 megabytes so far, and that was in, just a few minutes of use. So we definitely don't want to sit here and just browse the internet or watch YouTube videos on it. It's mainly designed for IoT devices for very small usage, very infrequent and low data rate usage. It's certainly fast enough to watch YouTube. We just want a bigger plan if we were going to do that on a regular basis. So I've come out here to Sandland. This is my friend's off-grid property in rural Wisconsin. And this is where we brought the old Minnesota Zoo monorail train, and we use that as a weekend cabin. Now, as I may have said, the internet service out here is a little bit patchy. There's really only one company that works, and it only works in certain places. So I'm going to see how well our EIOTclub sim and our little GLNet router work out here. I currently only have one bar on my cell phone, and it's actually going in and out between one bar and no bars. I can't make a call where I'm standing right here. So I'm going to fire this little guy up. And we are running off of the internal battery right now because we don't have grid power out at Sandland either. We have a series of solar panels. There's some up on the monorail there. We have some solar-powered trail cameras and whatnot. And we have a generator for when we're out here digging tunnels, doing heavy projects. But on general day-to-day use, if I'm coming out here just for a weekend to camp at the monorail, I don't want a noisy generator. Little battery-powered gadgets like this are just perfect. Yeah, our network is working great right now. I don't know if you can hear. I'm just getting a whole bunch of notifications all at once because the Wi-Fi kicked in on the little device. Now I can check all my messages, I can get online, and that's something I've never been able to do reliably right here at the monorail when I'm camping. I don't even have our little hotspot set up anywhere particularly high or special. It's literally just sitting on an old trailer next to a shed. So it's down here low on the ground, just basically out in the woods, and it is working just great. Now this is another upcoming Sandland project where it's going to be very useful to have internet. It's so sunny and warm up here, it's actually really hard to see the lights on here, but I think the power light is on, and I have to basically hold it up to my eyes to see any of the other ones. So not super great for outside on a sunny day. So up here on the hill with the geodesic dome assembly, I think that our EIOTclub sim and our little router are going to be working just great. And I wasn't surprised about that. We're actually using an EIOTclub sim in that camera up there, if you can make it out on the pole. That is a wireless camera that I reviewed a while back. It uses a solar panel. That thing has kept working pretty darn well for multiple years now. I can pull that up on my phone from anywhere, and I can grab live video, I can grab recorded video. It'll send me alerts when there's an animal or a person up here, and it's really cool to have that EIOTclub sim in that thing, have it as an off-grid, completely wireless, completely solar-powered security camera. I'm actually connected to that camera right now over the EIOTclub router through the EIOTclub network on the camera, and everything is working really smoothly. So I can pan it around from the app on my phone here, and it's giving me basically live images, almost no delay in the pan tilt commands and no delay in the video. So everything's working really fast. That's really fun. Now, as regular viewers will know, the main purpose of Sandland is not the geodesic dome, not the playground, not the monorail, not the zipline. All of those are just side quests. The main reason we're out here is to dig a series of underground tunnels, and that is where we're going to try the EIOTclub sim and router next. We're actually going to go in there and see if these work underground. All right, now our thing is going to have some help because we do have an external antenna. We have a cellular repeater in here. So we do already have limited cell phone service down in here. However, it does tend to get a little bit spotty as we get deeper and deeper underground. So here we are down in the sandbar, my underground sandstone bedrock carved speakeasy cave that I've been carving out at Sandland in my copious spare time. This is another spot where it's really nice to have internet service. I'd like to be able to stream music, post updates, check messages, and I've tried to do a live stream from this very tunnel before and it didn't go very well. So that's something we might try again in the future if this works out. So down here in the bar, my cell phone has barely 2 bars and it's roaming. And our router with the EIOTclub sim actually has 3 bars of 4G. We've got Verizon turned off so it won't interfere. Now, the Wi-Fi does say it has a limited connection. I'm not quite sure what that means. Yeah, it works just about as fast as the regular internet does here directly on my phone. And we can stream YouTube in HD down underground in the sandbar, which I was actually not able to do very reliably before. I could try to watch YouTube and it would just be kind of derpy and potatoey and it would lock up, but it's streaming pretty much flawlessly right now. So I have to say I'm really happy with EIOTclub SIM cards and this little GLNet router they sent me. This thing has been working great all over Sandland in a property that has very marginal cell phone service and even underground, albeit with the assistance of another wireless repeater down here. But this thing actually gets a better signal underground with that repeater than just my cell phone gets by itself. So this is already a benefit to Sandland, to our digging project, our monorail camping situation, our geodesic dome project. future radio telescope projects. There are a bunch of uses that I can see for EIOTclub SIM cards out here. Now, I think this is the first and only sponsored review I've actually done in 2024 so far. I have had all kinds of offers. I have had no time to review anything. I have been too busy with projects. When these guys contacted me, I said, you know what? I'm really happy with the EIOTclub so far. I really like their SIM cards. I'm willing to try it again. So they sent me this stuff, and it has worked completely as they said it would. I'm already considering adding time to the card that's on here that they sent me, just so I can use it in more places, use it on road trips, use it camping, use it while we're out here digging and building things and doing other projects. It's a great, solid, reliable network. Even though this is a sponsored review, I am trying to be completely fair and honest here, and yeah, I would recommend this to people. So hopefully that has been a useful review for everyone. If you want more information about EIOTclub, any of their products and services, I will throw links down in the description. You can check those out, and then stay tuned to see what else we come up with here in the tunnels, up at the monorail, up at the geodesic dome, and all of our other projects. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.